This is the N.A.N podcast, hosted by Leah. This is the introductory episode of the N.A.N podcast. I will keep this episode under 10 minutes, and here I will introduce the podcast format, share background and context, and outline the topics we will cover in future episodes so you know what to expect. As a disclaimer, upcoming episode will include deeper technical dive and may last up to 45 minutes. I hope I will not bore you with too many details, so I will try to balance technical content with my personal honest story and short experiment reports. And I will not disclose any confidential or proprietary workplace information, of course. I hope you are as excited as I am, so let's jump right into the intro. So, let's start with the podcast name, the N.A.N podcast. Well, N.A.N stands for Navigate, Act, Nurture. In each episode, I will break a topic into 3 short parts: navigate the context, act this week, and nurture a sustainable career. As for the topic of this podcast, it will revolve around 3 main sectors, which are first, energy transition, second, sustainability, and the last, the environment. To be clear with you up front, I don't claim to have all the answers. My goals for this podcast are simple and very personal. First, I want to build a feasible portfolio. I have sent out a lot of job applications. While some worked out before using the conventional method like filling out application, sending a CV and a cover letter, many did not. I am unemployed right now, and over the years I've learned that a brilliant CV alone is not always enough. Turns out, feasibility also matters. That's why this podcast is part of my job search and career development strategy and my way of documenting the journey, including the wins, the flops, and the lessons in between. If the right recruiters aren't seeing me, I figured I need to show up differently. So here I am, learning and discovering out loud. Second, I want to connect and experiment. In each episode, I will take a small practical step or experiment and report back to you on what happened on the Act This Week part of the show, as well as share the concrete action I'm taking to grow my skill and network on the Nurture a Sustainable Career part of the show. Last but not least, and this is the most important one, is that I want to make my long-held dream a reality. I've been wanting to start my own podcast ever since I graduated from university in 2022 and first discovered how inspiring and intriguing podcasts can be. Back then, I was finding my way into the workforce industry, and the idea just stuck with me. And there's never been a perfect time to begin a podcast, right? So I figured, why not now? As for the podcast format, this won't be just a monologue. Over time, I will invite guests, be they experts, former colleagues, or friends. So episode will also include interviews and real conversations alongside with the solo episodes. If you are an early career professional, fresh graduate, or student in all over Indonesia or Southeast Asia in general, or basically anyone shifting into sustainability, environment, or energy transition work, this podcast is for you. Now, a bit about who I am or the people behind this mic. My full name is Nurwanti Aprilia Ningrum, exactly the abbreviation of N.A.N, but I prefer to be called Leah. On a professional level, I have over 3 years of work experiences across several areas, including carbon credits and renewable energy projects, as well as electric vehicle or EV powertrain initiative. I have an educational background in electrical engineering, specifically power electronics and renewable energy. Overall, I'm still very early in my career and I'm continuing to learn as I go. On a more of a personal note, I am the third of 5 siblings, and my personality type, based on the survey I took at 16personalities.com, is an ESFP, also known as the entertainer. I was born in Banda Aceh in 1998, but raised in Makassar City, South Sulawesi Province, Indonesia, where I've been basically living ever since I was in kindergarten. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. Now, here's what I hope you'll take away from each episode. Through all of the episode of this podcast, I hope you can get something useful here, specifically that you can be motivated to try one small action with me. Also, I am very open to hearing your feedback, ideas, or your testimonial after you try that small action. You can tag or direct message us on Instagram and TikTok, or reach out through my personal Instagram, TikTok, or message me on LinkedIn for that. You can find the N.A.N podcast on several streaming platforms such as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, and Podbean. To know more about each of our episodes, you can follow our Instagram and TikTok on our handle at navigate.act.nurture. On the publishing release period, I will publish on a bi-weekly basis or once every 2 weeks to start in this first phase of the podcast, with the plan to move to a weekly basis later on in the second phase of the podcast. Now, on to the next episode's announcement. I will bring up a discussion point on what a carbon footprint means for your work and more broadly for your life. I will also share one simple action report that I will start after this intro episode, which is organizing my email by filtering and arranging messages, including deleting spam, trash, and other clutter in my email. You can tune in starting July 50th. So, yep, that's all I wanted to share with you in this intro podcast. I hope my explanation was clear and that you know now what to expect in the upcoming episodes of the N.A.N podcast. If you enjoyed this intro, subscribe and share it with a friend. I am Leah and this is the N.A.N podcast. See you in the next 2 weeks. Ciao, sampai jumpa.